So you want to get into trading in GPO, but don't know where to start. Well, this video is right where you want to be, because today we're going to be talking about all the different types of strategies you can do in trading to get rich and get value. By the time you finish this video, you will never take an L trade ever again. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Values are debatably the hardest thing to learn in this game, as there is so much different value lists from so many different creators and YouTubers and everything in between. I highly recommend that you go in the GPO trade server and look at active trades for the item that you want. Now, I suggest that you don't use a value list as your main source of information, as the value list can be easily manipulated by anyone who has access to it. WRL trades are actually very easy to find. You want to mainly focus on what items are being shown for your item, as that can be a W flip or a L trade. There's also fair trades, but I do not recommend taking that unless it is an upgrade from your item. A W trade is usually an increase in value, or typically it can also be a value that you can flip an item for. For example, if I have an ASE and I trade for a Devil Fruit Rod and 2 mythical chests, I could probably get the ASE back with a Devil Fruit Rod and a mythical chest very easily and get that other mythical chest for profit, although that trade is not very realistic. In conclusion, WRL trades are very risky, but very high reward. Some traders may tell you to never take risks and always play it safe. But in my opinion, if you don't take risks, you are never going to get that insane value increase that you are looking for. Let me show you guys a trade that I did about a day ago. I traded my candy cane for all of this stuff. I figured that I could actually get a W here, so I took the trade. I looked for this trade. I gave a Devil Fruit Rod, Soaking Guitar, and a Valkyrie Helm for a All-Seeing Holly. Some people may say this is overpay, but the Valkyrie Helm has literally no demand at all, so the only thing that has demand here is a Devil Fruit Rod, and this is really good for comp, but that's about it. From there, I took that extra All-Seeing Holly, and I added 2 All-Seeing Hollies, All-Seeing Ball, Mega Pow, Soul, and World Ender, and a lot of random adds for another CC. The point is here, I ended up with CC and ASE instead of just having CC and Mega Pow. Now, I would have had CC and Mega Pow and Devil Fruit Rod, but CC and ASE is just a better combo, as ASE is going to be a lot more stable than Devil Fruit Rod would be. Taking risks in GPO is going to be one of the most important things you can do to become a good trader. Now, there is different types of risks, a good risk and a bad risk. Never take a bad risk if it's obviously not in your favor in any sort of way. Scams can be tricky to identify sometimes, especially if it's in the Discord. But let's focus on the game for right now. Scams in the game can be many different things. One of the typical ones is though, someone will trade you saying that they will give you a PCC, for example, for a CC. Now, if you have items for a CC, their alt will come in and they will say, hey, I have a CC, making it very obvious, but it works on some people for some reason. That person will instinctively, impulsively trade their items for the CC, get ripped off, and then they leave with the profit. As stupid as it is, this scam is actually a lot more common than you think. This next scam is kind of rare, but it is more personal. The scam starts with you meeting someone online in GPO Trade Hub usually. They befriend you, you guys maybe start talking for a couple weeks to months, and they eventually will ask you to borrow an item. They will usually give you an item worth half or 1/4 or even a wooden plank for your P-Bag, CC, ASE, and after they borrow it and it's in their inventory, they block you, steal it, usually go black market it, or just use it for their own profit. This scam is very sad for your part, and it's very rare to come across, but it definitely does happen. I highly recommend that everyone be careful meeting new people online, especially in GPO, as a lot of people do not have good intentions. Getting value in GPO can definitely be tricky and scary at first. I highly recommend you guys watch my previous video on how to get rich in GPO. Figuring out how to use the flow of demand after an update is a crucial part to gaining value in GPO. One of the most common trades during this time is trading a mythical chest for an all-seeing eye whenever a new mythical fruit releases, or opening up the chest and getting that fruit and trading it for all-seeing eye and ads, or even more than that. This method is insanely broken, but it only happens as soon as the update comes out and usually only lasts for about a day. The most recent example that we can show is whenever Dragon and Soul came out, and you could trade it for a ball ASE if you got lucky. In my opinion, this method is definitely top 3 for gaining value in GPO. Although you can be smart with your trades in GPO and typically never take an L, it is nearly impossible to never take a loss. You will usually not get that W that you are looking for if it is near impossible to get, especially if the demand is too low. This can directly relate to the tip number 2, WRL trades as well. If you aren't patient with your trades, especially whenever you are flipping an item, you typically won't take the W that you are looking for. A W trade usually will never come to you as fast as a L trade will. You will find maybe 99% L trades, 1% W trade. That is why it is so important to never impulse trade and always take the W. Getting involved in a trading community specifically is usually an amazing idea, as you can learn the current values and demand of items that players are looking for. This allows you to take W trades instead of impulse trading or taking a downgrade because you couldn't find the trade that you wanted. Joining a trading community can open up new doors for you by meeting new people, getting a new grinding partner, or so much more. If you have nowhere to look, I suggest you join my Discord in the bio. We have a WRL system, and our server is actually based around trading. Having fun in GPO trading is one of the most significant things that you can do while playing the game. Trading definitely can seem scary, and it may be too risky for you, but I definitely suggest you take that risk, get out there, and get some value. If you've made it this far in the video, I thank you so much, and I ask that you leave a sub and join the Discord. We currently have mythical fruit giveaways going on, and we are going to host all-seeing eye giveaways and mythical chest giveaways in the future. Thank you so much for watching, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.